Donald Trump has given. I mean, this was a fairly familiar turf. Often these speeches are used in part to kind of praise the work of the previous president and to call all together. As Jefferson said, we're not, we're not separate. We're all Federalists and Republicans at once. There was not very much of that in this speech. There was passing reference to the Obamas. It was really criticism of the establishment, as he referred to, giving the government back to the people. And the establishment was on that dais with him as he kind of went through his litany. I think also just one thing to note: this decree of as he put it, to far and wide, not just Americans but people abroad, that from now on there's a new vision in America, and it's going to be only America first. That is not the first time he said that. But it resonates in an inaugural speech, and it'll be something that our allies in Asia and Europe will be taking note of.
Nowhere in the world does the peaceful transition of power happen so openly, so choreographed, and with so much emotion. In so many countries, the government is dissolved in the morning, and 2 days later, a new is in power, and there's no time for any of this reconciliation that happens across the nation, for people to be able to take a breath and watch in homes and villages across America and come to terms with however you feel about the one leaving and the one coming. It is a uniquely American event and spectacular to watch. That the rain is largely held off. It's sprinkled a tiny bit here and there, but for the most part, it's cooperated. The vice president and family will now go to Union Station in Washington, which is a short drive away. If protocol holds and the schedule is as announced, they will drive him into the station, and there it is. And that's the very train that he'll be taking. Joe Biden and his wife, Dr. Jill Biden, will acela up to Delaware, as so many of us will over the next couple of days. And the first family, former first family, now to lift off in what is now Executive One, as Jennifer mentioned. They'll buzz the monuments of Washington and take a last look. You had to have been thinking it, I know you were, what it's like to have been the big dog, and you are shaking hands with the next president and kissing the next first lady on the cheeks. And I'm sure a nice little something was shared there as President Obama reached in and had something to say to the new first lady. Now Executive One will buzz about the city over which he has governed for so long, for the last 8 years. They'll go to Joint Base Andrews and meet up with the Obama girls, who, I don't know, they've been at so many big ceremonies. It's kind of nice they didn't have to deal with the sea, right? So they'll meet up there with the dogs and stuff, and I'm guessing next to President Obama's seat will be the cleats, which he will employ with haste upon arrival in Palm Springs. Saturday's supposed to be a glorious day for them. And now the new leaders of our nation, standing and wishing them well. Someday you must make this trip to this city on this day and experience this and find it well worth your time. It is the only bird in the sky at this moment as we look out across the landscape, and Jennifer Griffin was there. Jennifer?